Love just happens. It doesn't bother about color or creed. It can even blossom between a human and an elf. Just a few years ago, humans and elves fought a great war against the dragon, and won. However, it wasn't enough to remove the distance between elves and humans. It's sad, especially for Xiao Yu, who fell in love with the elf princess Leah. They had to return to their separate worlds, promising to meet again one day. They wrote love letters to each other regularly, and Leah assured Xiao Yu that she would soon talk to her brother Kyle about their relationship. He's the king of the elves, and with his approval, everything would turn out fine. Unfortunately, Kyle hates humans and warns Leah never to meet Xiao Yu again. However, Kyle's fiancée and the future queen is a kind-hearted woman. She appreciates the help the humans, allies gave during the Dragon War and invites Xiao Yu and his team to the royal wedding. Xiao Yu is thrilled to receive the invitation. He doesn't care about the king's marriage. He's just happy to finally meet Leah again. It's been years, and he's now a grown man. Having completed his training in metal forging, he crafts a beautiful ring for Leah. Happiness seems to be knocking at his door, but an uninvited guest is also preparing for the occasion. Rose, the Dark Elf, empowers a black gem with her blood and the souls of elves. The ritual is so powerful that a terrifying storm spreads across the world. Once the dark clouds clear, Xiao Yu informs his forging master that they are going to attend the wedding. The master advises him to give up on his impossible love story, but Xiao Yu isn't backing down so easily. He boards a flying ship and heads toward the Elven Kingdom. On the way, the forging master presents his greatest invention to Xiao Yu, a flying skateboard. It's not easy to fly, and Xiao Yu almost falls. But then he observes the birds around him and imitates their movements, mastering the skateboard. He even enters the Elf Kingdom riding it, drawing Leah's attention. She gets so excited that she jumps to hug him and they both fall down, but it's definitely worth it. They're meeting after years. Leah looks the same, as elves live for thousands of years, but Xiao Yu has grown into a man. He takes her for a ride around the kingdom, and they stop to greet the queen. Kyle sees them and becomes angry with his fiancée for not informing him beforehand. The queen tells Kyle that Leah's relationship is only temporary, since Xiao will grow old soon, and suggests letting her enjoy it for a while. But Kyle believes that though humans' lives are short, the impact of their love lasts a long time. He doesn't want Leah to suffer heartbreak and asks the queen to end this matter. The queen reluctantly agrees and takes Leah to a sacred place, the cave where the gem of life is kept. The well-being of all elves depends on it. It's a ritual for the queen to wear it at her wedding. However, since danger is lurking near the kingdom, it's too risky for the queen or king to keep the gem. The most trustworthy person after them is Leah, so she is tasked with taking care of it. She can't share this secret with anyone, especially humans. Leah insists that Xiao Yu is trustworthy, but the queen disagrees and asks if Leah is willing to put the whole kingdom in danger for something that won't last. Leah feels sad, but she can't abandon her duties as a princess. The wedding ceremony begins and the queen enters the hall in a stunning white dress. Leah follows, holding the gem of life. Xiao Yu spots her on stage and rushes to meet her. They watch the ceremony together. Leah has prepared a gift for Xiao Yu, a special folding bow. Xiao loves it and brings out his own gift, the ring he forged by hand. While the king and queen exchange vows, Xiao Yu also confesses his desire to spend the rest of his life with Leah. He takes her hand to put the ring on her finger, but Leah refuses to wear it. She can't be selfish and forget her responsibilities. Before Xiao Yu can understand, someone breaks into the wedding hall. It's Rose and the Dark Elves. They terrify the guests and surround the king and queen. Rose attacks Kyle and advances toward the queen. Enraged at not finding the gem of life, she demands its location. When the queen doesn't answer, Rose tortures her with a painful spell. Leah tells Xiao Yu to stay away, but he insists on helping. He picks up an arrow and shoots Rose, saving the queen. Rose retaliates, injuring Xiao Yu. The wound isn't deep, but the infection is painful. Rose takes the queen hostage and demands that Kyle meet her on the battlefield if he wants his wife back. Kyle prepares his ship for battle and reminds Leah of her duty to protect the gem. Xiao Yu wants to join them, but Leah refuses. Still, he follows the ship, since it also carries his pet dogs. While flying past Kyle's ship, Xiao Yu invites Leah to join him. They can travel faster on his flying board. For the queen's sake, Leah agrees, and they rush after the Dark Elves' ship. Surprisingly, Xiao Yu can track Rose due to the poisoned wound she inflicted. She lied about heading to the battlefield and went elsewhere instead. Xiao Yu and Leah sneak aboard the ship and find the queen trapped in a room. Rose catches them and orders her minions to attack. While Xiao Yu fights the elves, Rose grabs Leah and throws her out of the ship. Xiao Yu jumps after her and pulls her onto his flying board. He promises never to let her go again and begs her to reconsider their relationship. Leah changes the subject and insists they return to their own ship. When they report everything to Kyle, he refuses to listen and humiliates Xiao Yu. Then he scolds Leah for being careless and reminds her of her great responsibility. Feeling ashamed, Leah asks Xiao Yu never to look for her again. Heartbroken, Xiao tells her that she's changed and leaves. On his way back, he hears Rose's voice offering to fulfill his wishes if he agrees to help her. Xiao Yu faints and later wakes up in his aircraft. His master advises him to accept that humans and elves can't be together. It's better to move on. But Xiao Yu refuses and departs. Meanwhile, the queen tries to escape Rose's ship but fails. She asks Rose why she's doing all this. The Dark Elf reveals that it's revenge for her childhood. Rose is actually the queen's sister, but their parents deemed Rose immature and chose her sister as heir to the throne. Now Rose wants to reclaim the throne using the Dark Gem. She plans to combine it with the dragon's soul to increase its power while Kyle is distracted on the wrong path. Rose reaches the dragon's cemetery. Though the beast was slain by the elves years ago, its soul remains trapped there. Suddenly, Xiao Yu arrives as well. Rose asks him to bring her the ancient map to locate the Gem of Life, promising to fulfill all his wishes in return. But Xiao Yu only came to tell Rose that he will not fall for her tricks. He wants to live with Leah, but he refuses to use evil methods to get her. Afterward, he rushes to help Leah. She's heading toward the battlefield with Kyle and the elf soldiers. However, they fall into a trap and are attacked by the Dark Elves. All the soldiers are killed, and the ship is set on fire. But Xiao Yu and his master manage to save the elves and invite them onto their aircraft. The king is still ungrateful for their help and even offers to pay for the aircraft. Leah becomes frustrated and asks Kyle why he's behaving like this. Xiao Yu is a trustworthy man and a good match for her. Kyle sighs and reveals that Xiao is infected by the Dark Gem, and there's no cure. His mind will gradually be consumed by evil, just as it happened to Rose. Leah suggests curing him with the Gem of Life, but unfortunately, it only works for elves. Xiao Yu is just a naive human. Hearing all this, Xiao Yu decides to save the queen by himself. He steals the ancient map and takes it to Rose. He demands that she release the queen first, but his body is already under Rose's control. She easily takes the map away and then orders Xiao Yu to retrieve the Gem of Life for her. Kyle tells Leah to kill Xiao Yu, but she can't bring herself to do it. How could anyone kill their true love? Xiao, now completely under the evil spell, decides to sacrifice his life instead. He begs Leah to kill him as soon as possible. To make it easier for her, Xiao Yu shoots an arrow at her, forcing her to fight back. However, the arrow Xiao Yu shot was intentionally broken and didn't harm Leah. While he lies dying in pain, Leah tries to heal him with the Gem of Life, but it doesn't work. She can't let Xiao Yu die and decides to take the poison into herself. She cuts her hand and uses the gem to draw out the poison. Xiao Yu wakes up, but the wound from the Dark Gem isn't completely healed. He will die sooner or later. Xiao Yu wants to spend his last hours with Leah and asks to join her on the quest. They all travel toward the Dark Valley, but Rose is already prepared for war. She attacks them with bursts of lava and dark elves. Rose boards the aircraft and demands that Leah hand over the gem. Kyle distracts her while Leah escapes with Xiao Yu. Kyle shoots at Rose's ship, causing it to lose control and crash into the mountains. The wreckage blocks the path leading to the queen. Leah uses her messenger arrow to send the Gem of Life to the queen while she and the others search for another way. Rose catches Leah and threatens to kill her unless she hands over the gem. She also attacks Leah's companions and leaves them hanging over boiling lava. Suddenly, green branches begin to spread around the cave. They grab Rose and carry Leah and the others to safety. It's the queen, using the power of the Gem of Life. She has saved everyone, but Rose still has one last card to play. She swallows the dark gem and transforms into a monstrous creature. Everyone runs for their lives, but they must find a way to stop her. Zhao Yu comes up with a plan but needs everyone to trust him. He instructs them to distract Rose by tossing the gem of life back and forth. In truth, he plans to lure the monster toward the lava. Xiao Yu pushes Leah away and tempts Rose with the gem. When she gets close enough, he shoves her toward the lava. Unfortunately, she survives and grabs onto Xiao Yu. He's in agony but refuses to let go of the gem. The dark gem's poison spreads through his body, but he keeps remembering his moments with Leah. Those beautiful memories keep him sane. Suddenly, the lava begins to freeze, and a magnificent tree sprouts in the middle of the valley. The Dark Elves perish, and their wandering souls finally find peace. Meanwhile, Xiao Yu is reborn through the power of the Gem of Life. Kyle can hardly believe that the gem is merged with a human. This revelation makes him abandon all the prejudices he once held against humankind. Leah has truly chosen the right man for herself. Reality is not always what we see. Sometimes, the one who seems naive and powerless turns out to be the bravest of all. They just need a chance. So what did you think of this movie? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more movie recaps. See you next time.